Welcome back to the Origins of Hip Hop Extended Play.
So as a DJ in the clubs down in Atlanta, there wasn't too much talking on the mic from DJs. DJs traditionally just played music straight out and just rocked the crowd with the music that they liked. John says that he was inspired by Kid Capri on a large level because Capri was that DJ that spoke as well as, you know, played the turntable.
So when I was DJing at the Phoenix, one night, Kid Capri came through and DJ'd, and the way he was on the mic and DJing, like, Atlanta DJs weren't really rocking like that. He blew me away, and the next day, I got on the mic. So if it wasn't for Kid Capri doing his thing, I don't know if I would DJ the way I DJ, you know? So shout outs to Kid.
He was master on the turntables, but he enhanced the crowd, you know, with the microphone. So John picked up that from him.
Yeah.
But we've been doing that from Jump Street. We got that from DJ Hollywood.
But little John didn't know that, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
So, you know what, shout out to Kid Capri. And we know that he has taken, you know, the art of DJing and MCing together to a whole nother level. And Kid Capri is still rocking parties, internationally known around the world, and still doing his thing.
Thanks.
So we saw in the doc where Little John went to the show that the Cash Money Millionaires were supposed to play at this show. And so he went on not knowing that whether or not the crowd would accept the East Side Boys. He got on that stage and he rocked it. And that is the art of an MC and an entertainer.
So we had a show, me and the East Side Boys had a show in South Carolina. The guy was like, I had Cash Money Millionaires, but they canceled. So I want you guys to do this gig. We get there, we're backstage in the dressing room. Someone gets on the mic, they were like, Cash Money Millionaires not here, but we got Lil Jon East Side Boys. Boo! Now this is South Carolina, hole in the wall club. Clearly everybody has a gun in the car, clearly. They just said Cash Money wasn't here in the peak of Cash Money. The East Side Boys were terrified. Terrified. I go out on stage by myself to start the show. So, start the show, getting rowdy, the show progresses, and East Side Boys slowly come out on stage. So we got beer, we spraying beer. I'm giving people in the crowd liquor bottle, somebody a bottle of Hennessy. I'm making everybody love me because they like, man, this guy is fun. And then at one point I jump in the crowd, I'm getting rowdy with them. And that was a moment where I realized I'm meant to be on stage. Like, I can do this. Like, I can do this in front of any kind of crowd. That made me say, no matter what kind of stage you put me on, I'm gonna find a way to rock the crowd.
But whether or not you go out there and you play for one person or two person or three person, the show still go on. And as an artist, you do what you have to do to command the crowd. That is what an MC is about. It's a mic controller, mic checker, right? Master of ceremony. That's what you do.
You step out on that stage, nothing is guaranteed. And if you're filling in for another artist, maybe a popular artist, now it's like, all right, you gotta come even harder. It's part of the dues that you pay on your way to greatness.
Absolutely.
That's one of the things that makes you great. Being able to handle adversity, being able to get up to a place where they expect everybody else and you stand up there, it's crickets. You're like, oh shit, I gotta make something out of this. Okay, I gotta make something happen. And you know, it happened, he made it happen. And once you do that, when you do that once,
you already know.
It gives you a confidence from moving forward from then on. There's no challenge you can't beat.
That you're gonna command the crowd, right. You're gonna control that crowd.
It could be 7 people in the crowd.
Right.
You're gonna rock them 7 people. I am a DJ, and because of that, you know, it's connected me more to to JON, his sound, and his influence in the South. The artists that he's produced, the artists that he's signed, like, you know, he's brought up a whole batch of, you know, his homies, his cronies from the A, the East Side Boys, the Yin Yang Twins, and all of that. So once you take your own notoriety and then like bless, you know, other people with it, that's how everybody rises together.
My mentality back then was city by city, we'll take over the whole state. We just worry about the South. They like us, they support us, they fuck with us. This all we gonna worry about is the dirty South.
That uniquely Southern energy that Lil Jon and the East Side Boys captured both on wax and on stage came to be known as crunk.
I see it as Atlanta's Bankhead Bounce mixed with Memphis tear the club up, and it became crunk.
We designed this music to make people turn the hell up and get crazy in the club.
And shout out to him for being one of the premier, you know, artists of Atlanta, you know, to put Atlanta on the map. And for me, when I see these documentaries, you know, I feel like everybody has a story. And I was very interested in his story because a lot of times we think we know it all, but to see them going through the struggles of how they got to point A to point B allow you to have a different level of respect for that artist. So shout out to Lil Jon. We respect you in hip hop culture.
Yeah! All right, everyone, that's our time.
Make sure to watch all the Origins of Hip Hop episodes on A&E.
And you can find me, Kaz, on the Origins of Hip Hop podcast, wherever you get your podcasts.
See you on the next Origins of Hip Hop extended play.